Hey everybody, today is April 23rd. It's Thursday of Bright Week. Χριστός anésti, Christ is risen. I haven't gotten to wish all of you a blessed Easter yet, but I really wish that all of you had a wonderful day with your families and that you were able to celebrate, albeit in a different way, still with joy and celebrating our risen Lord. So one of the things that we do as Orthodox is we love greetings. We have a greeting at Pascha, we have a greeting at Christmas, we have all sorts of different greetings that we like to share with each other. So today I want to make sure that you know how to say Christ is risen in a few different languages. It's something that I love hearing, I love seeing, because it reminds us that the church is for everyone. It's not just for our group of people over here or for people from that country over there, but it's for everyone. And so the joy of the risen Lord and sharing in that joy with one another in every language is really important. So first off, Χριστός anésti, Alithós anésti, Greek. Christ is risen, truly he is risen. You could say indeed if you want. It's English. Let's see, Slavonic. That means the old version of the Slavic languages that first were taught, the scriptures were taught to the Slavic people north of Greece. So that would be Χριστός voskresė, Voistinu voskrese, Voistinu voskrese. Sometimes they cut off the S or the E at the end. It's still the same. Romanian, Χριστός înviat, Adevărat înviat. Arabic, al-Masīḥ Ḥaqqan come. Sometimes it's bil haqiqa come, but generally Ḥaqqan come. It'll be good. Spanish, Cristo ha resucitado. Cristo ha resucitado, and en verdad ha resucitado. So you could also say verdaderamente ha resucitado. So you might hear both. So Χριστός anésti, Αληθώς anésti, Χριστός voskreσε, Voistinu voskrese, Χριστός înviat, Adevărat înviat, el-Masīḥ Ḥaqqan come, Cristo resucitado, en verdad resucitado. So there's different things you might be hearing at your churches, and you want to be prepared because you don't want to be that one person that doesn't know how to say the greeting. So I hope you learned a little bit just now from me. In case, either way, I want you to share a little bit of joy with your neighbors. Now, a couple of different things change right now in the Paschal season that's really cool to note. One of the things is you'll notice normally in an Orthodox church, our gates are closed when there's not a service on the ikonostasi, when you're looking at the altar. You have the main gate in the center, and then you have the two altar boy gates, or the two deacon doors on the sides. In this time period, we keep those doors open as a remembrance of the open tomb of Christ. So that's one thing that's a little different. Another thing is you're going to notice in our videos a lot of singing Χριστός anésti hymn. The main hymn of the resurrection we sing multiple times every service. And it's beautiful, it's wonderful, because it's really easy to forget that Christ is risen. It's really easy to go back to your norm and forget that Christ didn't just, destroy death, right? We kind of forget that. Now, another thing that really changes is we have no kneeling. So for the period from now until Pentecost, we don't kneel, we don't have prostrations. And that doesn't just mean at church, that also means at home. And what that really instills in us is a sense that something really is different, something really did change, and the risen Lord is who we're celebrating. And so even our bodies are not going down anymore. Which is really an interesting thing that reminds us of the risen Lord in our personal prayer life as well. And another really big thing that changes right now is no more fasting, right? So this week we have a fast-free Wednesday and a fast-free Friday, which is really cool. And a lot of my seminary friends like to send pictures of eating a burger on a Friday just because we're rebels. No, not really. Really, it's the church saying, don't be a rebel, don't fast today because Christ is risen. And so one of the traditions that we have, especially in more Slavic traditions, is you take a basket like so, to church with you when you go for Pascha. And so this year I made sure to make a Pascha basket of the different things that I wasn't eating during Lent. So Spanish chorizo, salami, let's see, Reese's peanut butter cups, but in the shape of a bunny. Cheese, butter, and the shape of a lamb, pretty adorable, and cookies, thank you Michelle and Caroline, and wine. So we could have wine on Saturday and Sunday during Lent, but now we have freedom in Christ. And we have a couple other things like our Paschal candle. So this is a candle that I made with the Agape Hope and Joy from St. Nicholas last year, and I still have it. And when we receive the light at midnight on Pascha, we keep that light and we bring it home with us. So I had it in this 5-day candle, and it just finished burning out last night because it's now been 5 days since Christ rose. So I hope that's interesting and helpful for you. Today, as I mentioned, is also the Feast of St. George. So if your name is George, or if someone in your family is George or Georgia, I wish them many, many years, and I hope that you have a great Feast of St. George today, and that you continue to experience the risen Lord and the joy that Christ is risen. Truly, he is risen.